Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Nicholas Lamar Suter, and this is breaking news on the Rundown. Shark Tank's Kevin O'Leary says that he is nearing a deal to buy Tick Tock. This is Mr. O'Leary here. If any of you have watched the show, he's often referred to as Mr. Wonderful. He's the nice guy who's always trying to be supportive of all of the entrepreneurs who are trying to sell businesses to investors. He met with Donald Trump today and has said that he will be needing the president-elect's help to close the deal for the social media platform. He is joining, Project Liberty, the People's Bid for Tick Tock. The sale is estimated to cost $300 billion, Kevin O'Leary said today on X. I'm excited to share that I'm partnering with Frank McCourt and the visionary team at Project Liberty to lead the people's bid for Tick Tock. This isn't just about buying Tick Tock's assets. It's about something much bigger, protecting the privacy of 170 million American users. Now, the company is based in Beijing, and this has caused concern with the American Congress, who said that they had until January 19th of 2025, so that would be 13 days from now, to sell the company and divest into an American company or be banned in the United States. This has caused a number of people to argue over the information that Tick Tock has. There's no evidence that Tick Tock has been sharing the information with the government of China. However, there has been concern that they could be ordered to do so at any time and would not reveal it to the United States. I'm going to discuss that in just a minute. The sale has been sent to the U.S. Supreme Court. Tick Tock has attempted to overrule the law made by Congress forcing the sale. The company, the People's Bid for Tick Tock, and the People's Bid. It's called the People's Bid. That is the name of the company. Has been fighting them in court. They're seeking to acquire Tick Tock and to force the sale. It has gone to the U.S. Supreme Court. The People's Bid has said, quote, once the Supreme Court has the opportunity to review the facts at hand, we fully anticipate the court will reach the same conclusion, that under law, Tick Tock will need to be sold or scuttled. To be clear, Project Liberty does not want to see Tick Tock banned. We simply want to see it better. The People's Bid offers a clear path forward to mitigate this, to migrate this vibrant community to an American-made tech stack that gives people control over their data, embraces a transparent approach to content and to moderation. This is the best way to address Congress's national security concerns, protect America's data and content from unwarranted manipulation, and to preserve access to Tick Tock. They have also said that they will be changing Tick Tock's monetization policies in order to give its users greater revenue from what they produce and to improve the ease of use of the platform for all of its users. Now, we've discussed the divesting issue before. I am not a big fan of protectionism, and this certainly does smack of protectionism. However, I have myself, much to the sort of at odds with many of my friends and some of the other people here on In Time, been rather concerned about the data that Tick Tock holds. That puts me in the minority of the roughly 32% that actually think this could potentially be an issue. In order to explain why I think it may be an issue, I have put as a link in the description a link to a Forbes article. Now, this link is from 2012, more than 10 years ago, when Target, using a new algorithm to understand people's buying habits, was able to predict that a man's daughter was pregnant before even he knew she was pregnant. Now, they started sending coupons for various pregnancy needs, diapers, so on and so forth, to the household where the young girl was living. The father stormed into Target and started berating the manager and said, quote, "My daughter got this in the mail. She's still in high school, and you're sending her coupons for baby clothes and cribs. Are you trying to encourage her to get pregnant?" Now, the manager had no idea what he was talking about and didn't understand this algorithm or how the coupons work, and certainly was not responsible for sending the man the coupons. He did his best to apologize and mitigate the situation, but the manager then heard from this man several days later. He received a phone call, and the father said, quote, "I had a talk with my daughter. It turns out that there have been some activities in my house I have not been completely aware of. She's due in August. I owe you an apology." The Forbes article to this is linked down in the description. This was in 2012, and technology has grown considerably in the ability to understand how we are and how to push our buttons. In the last two elections, Russian interference has been a great concern, and in my view was pivotal in the election of Donald Trump over Hillary Clinton in the, what is that now, 3 elections back. I don't like the idea of China, the Russians, anyone else getting any more information on cultural trends and the beliefs of Americans and how they can be manipulated into voting for one candidate over another. And I believe that the information Tick Tock collects could easily be used in that way. So I do, in fact, share the fear. I don't know what the solution is. Forcing them to an American company may, or, well, it'll probably help, but I'm not sure that that's necessarily the correct answer either. Nonetheless, it has been a concern for me, and I've found myself arguing that position with any number of people. It has not been a concern for most of Tick Tock's users nor most of the American public, and was only a concern for the United States Congress, probably in part as a leveraging tool over China's stealing of IP, intellectual property, from the United States. It's very hard to understand what Congress is doing at any given time. It's rarely what they say they're doing. At any rate, after his meeting with Trump, and let me see if I can move this back here. After his meeting with Trump, Kevin O'Leary said that this is happening. They are going to buy it. He has no doubt in his mind. Tick Tock will continue. Tick Tock, in fact, by the way, has been around for a little while, but it was virtually unheard of or unknown until COVID. It was when millions of teenagers were stuck at home for hours and hours on end that Tick Tock exploded and became a national phenomenon with all sorts of challenges and activities and, things that you could do on it. They were literally created out of the vacuum of activities that came as a result of COVID. Again, there is no evidence that any data has been shared with the Chinese government, no evidence that the Chinese government has actually sought that data, and currently, to the best of my understanding, the U.S. intelligence agencies believe that China has not sought any data from Tick Tock. Nonetheless, because Tick Tock does in fact reside, or its headquarters is Beijing, if the government of China decides that they want that information, the company has no choice but to turn it over, despite the fact that they try to assuage fears of privacy by hosting all of the data off of China and agreeing not to turn it in. China's a dictatorship. They don't have a choice. If they're ordered by the government to turn it over, they will. At any rate, it looks like a sale would take several months. It will go past the 19th deadline. However, if a deal is reached by the 19th, Tick Tock will be allowed to continue. If a deal is not reached by the 19th, Tick Tock will go dark the 19th of this month. Thank you all for joining us. Once again, the globally renowned investor Kevin O'Leary of Shark Tank, for those of you who watch the show, this is him. He's the kind, generous one. He is, I think, dubbed Mr. Wonderful, if I remember correctly, has decided to join in the company America's bid. I'm sorry, I always get confused by the Project Liberty and the People's Bid, who are currently trying to buy Tick Tock. He will be backing their bid in what is expected to be a $300 billion sale, the largest sale in world history. Thank you all for joining us. We look forward to seeing you tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Downtime. That will be our sister channel, so you're going to have to go over to the other channel, and we hope you will like and subscribe. We'd like to try to get back to 1,000 subs and monetize that channel. But our sister channel, Downtime, will be having an informal chat with Viper from Ukraine, Commander Lance McMillan, and 𝐒𝐨𝐻𝐿 will be joining us as well as we chat about any number of topics, including this one. We hope you will join us. Have a good night all.